It's still recording these, so you're still going to want to make your disclaimer. You should be able to.
Can everyone hear me? I guess just give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna, thank you. I'm gonna have everyone try and stay on mute for a while, just so it doesn't get chaotic. I'll leave, we'll give some more time for some people, more people to come on. But thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate it. This is my, and please be patient. This is my first time hosting a Zoom call. I've been on many, but I never hosted one, so this is new. So I'll do my best. Oh. Let's see. Till maybe 7:05. Now, once we get a few more people, I'll do some disclaimers. But while we're waiting, if anyone who's on has any questions you want to type in, feel free. Trying to figure out how to do that, so I go to chat. Yeah.
Hello. Is it Alexander or Sandy? How do you call
Well, Alexander is my legal name, my real name, but I go by Sandy. And I can tell you why. It's an interesting story. My father was Alexander Dehon Sr. And when I was born, they wanted to differentiate, so they called me, they called me Baby Alex for the first year of my life. And I determined, well, I can't go through life being called Baby Alex, so let's think of something else. So my grandmother on my dad's side is from Scotland, and she said, Sandy's a Scottish nickname for Alexander. Let's try that. And that's what I've been called.
Can you see us on your screen?
Yes, I can.
This is my husband, Jay, and I'm Noelia. I don't see us, and I'm wondering, do I need to change the name on our computer? Like for
So you don't see what? You don't see what?
I don't see us. I don't see.
Oh, I don't know, Todd, you know.
Yeah, the way they have their set up, because I have the pin, so it's just, I don't, wherever they're on, it's just, they're gonna see you the whole time. Yeah, they're going to see you the whole time because I have you pinned.
But they can't see themselves?
Depending on what they're on, they would have to change around their settings, and that's a little hard to explain over.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is new to me, so I can't tell you that, but I can see you.
Yeah.
And you look lovely.
Oh, thank you. Good deal.
And where are you at?
We're in Austin, Texas.
Oh, nice.
Middle of Texas.
Yeah, I've been to Austin once years ago. It was beautiful. Very cool town. Lots of good places to watch music. And had we communicated at all previously?
A little bit through Facebook.
Okay.
That's where I got the link from, just very briefly, a couple of times maybe.
Did I don't even see, again, I'm technologically incompetent, I should say. I'm not very good at it. So I know I had emailed a bunch of links out, but I don't, was it on Facebook?
No, it was not. What happened is there was something you posted on Facebook where you said more information to come, and I think I commented to you personally and said, keep us updated. And then
Okay,
you were able to send me the link through once I sent you my
okay,
online.
perfect. Great. Yes, I'm just, um, I'm trying to stay as organized as possible because it's just difficult. I mean, I still have a lot of struggles. So I'm working with some people that are hopefully gonna be able to do that better going forward. Because I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't planning on doing it, but just so many things happened. I just had to start talking. So that's kind of why we're here. Well, we've got, and I'm gonna recording this too. So, and I'm gonna be sending it, posting it. So I guess I should make a couple disclaimers that I was told. Number one, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to give you medical advice. I'm going to tell you what I did and what I've done to make me feel better after feeling like absolute hell for a long time, like 4 years. And I just have to share that because I've seen some people suffering, and it just breaks my heart. So that's kind of why I started just posting some videos, and I'm going to try and do a weekly Zoom call, going through all of the things that I had sent out previously. And oh, there's somebody in. How do I? Oh, I see him pop up and mute. Got my dear friends Jeff and Gary. So it's 7:07. I'll give it just a little longer because I know there are some more people. But again, the disclaimers are, first off, I'm not a doctor. And this is being recorded and I'm going to be posting it. So again, if you don't want your image, like a few of the people who are on here, just take it out there. But and I have this, I'm not sure how long it's going to go. Hey, Jeff. And I'm going to try and talk for a while just to sort of explain why I'm doing this. And then hopefully later, and if anyone has any, I'm going to try and just focus on what I really wanted to say. And then, people can type in questions and or comments, and I'll try and look at that later. But, I don't want to drone on too long, but I do have some things that I feel are important for everyone to know. I'll start that shortly. So I know Anthony, we've messaged, and then so Maria and Jay, just who has MSA? Jay does.
Mm-hmm. He's
Okay. And when were you diagnosed? You know what? Here, hold on.
22.
I'm going to go ahead and
Was
go
it
here.
22? He was diagnosed in like the beginning of 2022.
Okay. And how old is he?
64? 63? 63.
So it's been, what, 3 years? Yeah, mine was September 2019, and it progressed very quickly. So it's now 10 after. I'm just going to go ahead and start talking. I have tried to take notes, but my handwriting it's hard for me to read because I can't write. But again, I'll just say the disclaimers. I'm not a doctor. I'm just going to tell you things I did that have helped me get better. And it started, you know, I posted that short, my sister posted a short video of the first one on the MSA support group page. And I just was from that, a few other videos and some posted responses have been overwhelming, to say the least. I've really most positive, and I enjoyed talking to a lot of people. There were some negative. And I was fully expecting that. And I think I found after speaking with a few people, there's a lot of people who are very skeptical. They haven't said anything, but I totally understand. Sometimes it's hard for me to believe that I'm feeling this good after what I've been through and what I've been seeing for the last month and talking to everyone. So I want them, and I guess I want to apologize for all I could put was those short videos. All I could figure out how to post. And so I had to say a lot quick, and I probably said too much too soon, got too much information out because it was overwhelming. And I've tried to do some other videos to sort of slow that down, and I'm going to keep doing that moving forward. So I guess what we'll do, I've literally been like 24/7 on the phone, messaging, talking with people all around the world. And it's kind of crazy. So I'm trying to manage my time while still dealing, because I still have a lot of issues that I'm working through. But so I'm going to start.
I have a question. Where are you located?
I'm in Avon Lake, Ohio, outside of Cleveland. It's winter and it's getting cold. So when I was diagnosed September 12th, 2019, we lived in another house in Westlake. It had stairs. We were upstairs. Stairs are not my friend. So I had a difficult time. We moved into a house now where everything's on the first floor, but I can tell you that I didn't expect this. I never could have imagined the diagnosis was this horrible. Didn't know what it was, but I got it and I had to look it up. And it started with balance, speech, other things that people noticed. And there's some more people. The balance, the speech, and then after diagnosis, every symptom, I had them all, and they were hell. The biggest two, depression and anxiety, that I'd never had in my life. And I actually would see the commercials and be like, people snap out of it. But I learned very quickly it's real and it's paralyzing. That two-headed monster, depression, anxiety, couldn't sleep, couldn't function during the day. And it progressed pretty quickly. I was using a cane within a month, and I use a walker right now. I still have a lot of struggles, but all of the, the typical issues, I had them all. The balance, the constipation, it's awful. Incontinence, I wore Depends for 2 years. Swallowing, speech, the big one, a lot of those are gone. It's crazy. And one it's not is regulating your body temperature. I get unbelievably hot. It just happens occasionally. And when it does, I shut down. I gotta lay down. Cognitive issues, I still have to speak slowly. Remembering things is just sleep. I still have sleep apnea very badly, trying to figure some things out. But again, a lot of those symptoms have gone, but I still have tremors. I still take pills, carbidopa, levodopa for that. I have portable neuropathy, which I'm trying to get figured out. Although that's it's not a common issue. And again, sleep's the big one, and even depression and anxiety, as much as bad as they are, I don't think you can ever get rid of those. You can just keep it at bay. And I feel like I've been able to do that. But those, a lot of them came back even recently. So the diagnosis in 2019, I have to say the biggest thing that's helped me, and I'm going to put on that list, and I'm going to go through all of those. Not right now. I'm just going to go through maybe 5 that I've told a lot of people that I believe could help them. Why can't I do this? Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Letting Nina in. So I was trying anything. I would literally try anything, and I did, and a lot didn't work, but I've listed things that did. The biggest one was meditation, and it took me 2 years of poo-pooing it. But I went to a Dr. Joe Dispenza event, and it changed my life. It's different. I'm not going to talk a lot about that right now. I will in a later time, but it was so important. Just because it deals with your mind can heal your body. You've got to change the way you think and believe that. So that's where it started, but there's a lot more to do after that, which is staying active physically, mentally through meditation and reading. Several people I've spoke with, they want to know, what are the top things to do. The first thing I would do is buy the book Breath by James Nestor. I listen to it on Audible because it's too hard for me to hold a book and turn the pages. I've listened to it almost 3 times. It's just amazing, just how you breathe. You take it for granted, you just do it. 90% of the people in this world do not breathe correct. You breathe through your nose. So I would do that, start lightly, trying to look into meditation, stay active physically. You've got to move. I mean, I'm talking to people or communicating with them. They can't speak. They're bedridden. but they've got their mind. And I was there. I was bedridden. I had a trainer coming over every day just to help me stretch in bed and eventually get my way out. But you gotta move. So even if it's just little things like I was in bed. And then a couple people on the list I mentioned, because I was just exhausted all the time. Adderall. I take a 25 milligram Adderall, and oh boy, it gets you going. Now, some people can't do all these things for other reasons, but that worked for me. And I've talked to a few people, talk to your doctor about all this stuff to see if there's something you can do for energy. Testosterone. I do a shot of testosterone every week, and that gives me the strength to move and work out, which I'm doing every day. All these things. I mean, and the process is simple, but it is not easy. In fact, it's incredibly difficult. You got to commit to think differently every day, to move, stretch, ride a bike, do what you can. And the more you build on that, you can get there. I mean, I've done it. I'm in shock. 3 years ago, I didn't think I was going to make it through that year. And quite frankly, I didn't want to. I asked God to just take me, but he didn't. And I'm still here, so I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to helping others get through this. So I'm just going to keep talking. And I'm going to try and do, I've talked about doing a documentary, and this is going to be a part of it, because I'm going to do it. That's going to take time, but I felt like I just needed to talk directly to people and get them this message. So I'm going to go through all those things. There's a lot of them. I'm adding to it. There's a lot more coming, because it's very important. There's specifics behind each one of them, where you do it, how you do it, how often you do it. Because I did a lot of them, didn't do it right, but I'm learning. I'm going to share that information on following episodes. So I'm going to try and do that once a week. And hopefully that'll be my way to communicate with people, just to manage my time, because again, it's just me, and it's hard to just manage my life, my wife and kids. But again, what else do I want to say? I mean, does anyone have any thoughts or questions while I'm make sure a few of the points I knew I had, but I really just, why is this important for me today or tonight? I'm going to post this is because the short videos don't do it justice. I want people to see me, to hear me, and feel the emotion that I feel, because it's just, this is so horrible, and I've been through hell, and I know others are suffering. I just want to help. I promise you I'm not doing this to benefit myself. I just want to help others. I truly believe that's why I'm still here. I feel like I'm, from once in my life, doing the right thing at the right time for the right reasons. And I'm just going to keep going. I'm not stopping. And I'm hoping that anyone who's making negative comments or skeptical will at least give me a chance to continue to tell my story and to help others, because I mean, I feel good, and I get it while people are skeptical, because they're feeling horrible. They don't want to see some guy come on, hey, I'm doing great, here's what I'm doing. So I'm sorry if that came across a different way, in a way that I didn't mean it. I sincerely just want to help. So I will going to be here, and I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully things will keep growing. You know, I noticed a lot of comments, even my own doctor saying, "No, you're not getting better." And sorry, I think I am. I know how I felt. I know I couldn't move from all those symptoms and then some, and nausea. And now I feel good. I'm not great. I'm not cured. I didn't heal this, but I'm healing myself. And talking about it is also helping me heal. It's very therapeutic. And when I hear back from others, when I get to talk to them, it's unbelievable. So
Sandy, there's a question from Maria Norton, Pia, and Jay. What did you do first that started improving your symptoms?
can you repeat that, please?
It looks like Maria asked, what did you do first that started improving your symptoms?
Well, the first thing was Adderall, because I was just exhausted. And I actually didn't get it from a doctor. I got it from a bartender that I knew had some. And I tried it, like, wow. So then I did it the right way through my doctor. It gave me energy that I hadn't had. And then moving, it was really hard to move. But if I didn't do it, I would, if I didn't work out, if I missed a day, I'd feel it. I mean, it's called atrophy because things are shutting down and getting so tight and stiff. So staying active, and then meditation. It's just that saved my life. But combining all those, getting my mindset right to believe that I could keep moving and get better, and then working out, my trainer, doing all the things that I have on that list. I've done them all. Now I'm not doing them all at the same time, but each one is amazing. One thing I do that I'm very excited about, 3 days a week, I do infrared sauna and cold plunge. And it's hard to describe how good you feel afterwards. And it took me, it was difficult to start because it's a shock to the system. But there are a lot of medical reasons why it does good things for you. And what I'm going to do for each one of these things I'm going to talk about in coming weeks, I'm going to have a link to my website, and there's going to be all the details of protocols, what it does, maybe some suggestions. I mean, I'm not getting commissions on anything for any of this stuff. I'm just telling you what I've done, and it's quite amazing. So those are probably the top ones. Did I answer your question? Or
Hey, Sandy.
hey, Jeff.
Hey, do you mind if I add a little light to that question from a?
Oh, well, please do.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Jeff. I'm friends with Sandy, and I've seen Sandy's journey. And Sandy was getting better. We asked Sandy, "What are you doing?" He said, "Meditation." And that, you think meditation, that's very abstract. It didn't mean a whole lot to me. And then saw Sandy stop meditating, and he was back to his probably worst position he was, and he got back into it. Now, being seeing Sandy's transformation, I'm like very interested. Obviously, we love Sandy and want to see him do well. So we went to Dr. Joe Dispenza. And anyone out there, I would recommend, even if you don't have MSA, we all have our own issues, but the meditation, it really is a higher level. And there is proven documentation that meditation does cure not everybody, but much higher percentage than prescriptions. Now, seeing what Sandy's gone through, I'm a believer. And going through a week-long, we all went through, a group of us, to a week-long Joe Dispenza conference where you learn how to meditate, and it's online and documented. You don't have to go to a conference, but there were a lot of people there from 70 plus countries who are getting better from this. And it's pretty powerful. That's all I'll say as a third-party objective person. So
Thank you, Jeff.
sure.
And that's,
Thank you.
it's so true. It's hard to say. Again, this is something that I poo-pooed for years. Now that's not work. It's different, and other people just say it's different. They go as far as saying it's weird. It works, and when you really go to the event, it changes you. I'm a changed person. I'll never be the same. I'm a better person, just from the thoughts that you think every day. It works, and so it's a lot. You don't have to do what we did, go to the event, but you can start slowly and read about it, listen to some things. I'm going to start posting some things on my website too, of some videos that I've sent to others. It's not meditation, it's just Dr. Joe talking. It's really cool. I listen to these all the time, every day, in fact.
Right. And Sandy, one thing to add, medically, it's proven that the body can create this. Meditation's a portal or vehicle to get your body to be able to do this. But just from an abstract, if you're a skeptic, just research, the body's ability to heal itself. And there's a lot out there. It's not just Dr. Joe Dispenza. We're not brainwashed by Dr. Joe Dispenza, but he's taken this to a different dynamic, and there's other people out there like this. And medically as well. At this conference, we saw how they medically have proven this. PhDs that are trying to discredit this. So I'll stop there. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, everyone.
No, thank you for that, because that's a great point, that they're going to be coming out with reports that are going to blow people's minds. 4 years ago, the doctor that was at this last event was there just starting, because he was a skeptic of how are people getting better. This is not possible. And now he's all in. He's got like 20 other people with him studying, doing tests of people physically, brain activity, heart rate activity, biome, your poop, blood, before, during, and after. And it blows your mind. People are getting better. So, and I believe that. I've never met somebody else at one of these conferences, been 3, who has MSA, but they've had a whole lot of other things. And in all these videos, I'm going to do the Zoom calls to, talk about what I've been doing. I want to get that message out. It's not just MSA. I believe everything I'm doing is going to help a whole lot of people who have similar symptoms. Depression and anxiety being the two-headed monster. Parkinson's, MS, a lot of similar issues. And it's amazing to see others with those conditions heal themselves. Some of it truly does sound unbelievable, but I'm amazed that I'm here talking in this fashion, talking this way when I couldn't even speak or swallow or walk 3 years ago. So I hope this will inspire people to keep listening, keep trying. Hope is so important. You've got to believe that you can get through this. So that's all I'm going to try and do, is dedicate myself to doing that, helping others to try and do these things, whatever they can do. And I'll try and communicate and get back to anyone and everyone. Again, I'm going to dedicate my life to this rest of my life. And I feel I'm living a long time feeling this way. And I know there's a lot of people who, I hope it doesn't upset them because they're feeling so bad. But again, I was there. I didn't want to live. And it just breaks my heart to see them or hear them struggling. So I'm going to help and I'm going to keep going. So I hope.
Sandy, I have a question.
Yes.
How or who did you get to prescribe you the testosterone? Like, who did you go to, your primary doctor, your neurologist? How did that happen?
Great question. So I went to a doctor in Florida, and I've seen probably well over a dozen doctors, maybe 2 dozen. I just was searching, trying all kinds of stuff, sort of making myself, I guess, a guinea pig. And I went, saw a doctor. He did a bunch of blood work. He helped me with the my neuropathy. I still have it, but it's better. He had me in a crazy diet, which I'll talk about at another point. But he did blood work, and my testosterone, he told me, I think it was 500 is the low end, 1100 is the high end. Mine was 193. So I have talked to a few of the people who were getting tested, do that. And so he recommended testosterone replacement therapy. There's a clinic I found down in Medina, and called Advanced Age Management, but I know there are places all over the country. And the thing is that, you hear the radio ads and you see stuff, it's all about libido. Okay. That's certainly a part of it. And that's a condition that has affected me, or dysfunction, but that's the part that really completely changed. When I started doing, I do a shot. There's other ways to do it. You can, I don't know if there's pills, if there's something you can have injected or implanted or slowly releases, do the shot. I mean, it goes directly in, and I feel amazing. It's hard to describe. I feel strong, and I keep getting better against the odds. Even though my doctors tell me I'm not, I am. So look up testosterone replacement therapy, or ask your doctor if they can test your levels, because that mine's are significantly higher now. And it's so important, again, for muscles, joints, energy, sleep, and doesn't hurt the libido either. So that's a bonus, but that's not why I did it. So yeah, just testosterone replacement therapy, find a clinic, talk to them. They may even do some testing there, but I mean, anything you're doing, and I've told all my doctors everything I've tried, and they've responded. So does that help? And the Adderall too, I know there's been people, their doctors wouldn't prescribe it because they have some other issue, and I get that. But I'm sure there's other things that can help with energy, but it's really helps me. So those are the big things, that the Adderall, testosterone, but it's all driven by mindset, in your thoughts, in your beliefs, because a belief is just a thought you think over and over again. until it becomes a belief. So you can change your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, the chemicals that are released in your body, and you can get better. I think I'm showing that, and I have, in the past been on a MSA Facebook page that I got off. They were so negative, being questioned about whether I have this or not. I had a DAT scan. After numerous blood tests, they couldn't tell. And that's how he told me. And I actually have a letter that he wrote to me describing it, that in order to get my disability, Social Security. And I've even asked recently for the brain scan, if I could get another one done. Because I'd like to know, what did you see before? Maybe something's changed. And they don't like when you question their diagnosis. And they didn't want to do another one. So I think I'm going to do it anyway and go to a different institution just for my own sake and to see, because this just doesn't seem possible, but it's happening and I have to give back and share what I'm doing. So I'm going to keep going. And I hope you all will stay along this journey with me. And I promise it's going to be funny too. I'm kind of an idiot. I've done a lot of dumb things in my life I'm not proud of. And I actually shared a lot of those in the podcast that I did for a while. I've looked back at some of those older episodes and it's kind of cringy. I was very crude and swore a lot, but I was trying to give people's attention, and it was so therapeutic, even though a lot of times it was difficult to do. So I may start that up again in some fashion, but for now I'm just going to stick with this and post this link. I think I'm going to post it everywhere because I appreciate the Mission MSA page, but there's several others that I'm aware of, and there's several videos that I posted, 5 in fact, to Mission MSA. They've been sitting there for 2 weeks, so I don't know why, and I'm not going to say anything bad about them. I'm just frustrated because I've talked to so many people that need help now, and I want to try and get them information as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna probably just keep doing these and posting them, and I'm gonna also try and get maybe one email or one source, and I'll work with my friend Nina on that to see how we can coordinate that, because right now I've got 2 different emails, Facebook, all these accounts that I can't keep track of. It's hard enough for me just to function. Again, I still have a hard time moving. I have a walker, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna do my best. So I appreciate your patience with everything I'm doing. Again, I wasn't planning on this, but it feels right that the feedback I'm getting from people I have met and talked with, is those conversations have gone 2 and 3 hours. And it feels so good to talk to them and feel the hope come back, because there's hasn't been a lot of that, and we're trying to change that. And I hope you'll stay with me on this journey. Any other comments, thoughts? Well, what I'll do is I'll leave it at this and just thank you for showing up and listening. You'll be getting this link. Going to be sending it out to, well, I think everywhere soon. And I'm going to keep going. This is, I truly feel like this is my purpose now. The reason I'm still alive and getting better. I've got to help others. That's why I'm going to dedicate this knowledge to doing that. So if that's, nobody else has any thoughts or questions, I'll let you go now.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. And you'll be seeing a lot more and hearing a lot more from me in different ways. But just know that I am truly here to help. Have a great night and talk soon.
Thanks, Sandy. Good night.
Thank you. Take care.
Good night, Sandy. Take care,
See you,
buddy.
Jeff. Okay. Thanks.